What's up, guys?
Through 5 practices and all of OTAs, how would you assess where you stand in the move to center? Are you pleased what you put on tape? Are you pleased how it's going?
Just training camp. It's one day at a time. It's a day at a time, getting better, working on your craft, fine-tuning your craft. And so, day 5 in, and so it's just, we're grinding right now. It's all about the grind.
Connor, what did you do between mini camp and training camp to kind of acclimate to playing center?
Really just stayed in the building, work with the training staff, work with the people in the building, get close to everybody, and just getting used to this heat, and that's probably the biggest transition. So, but just getting comfortable with the spot, with the snaps and everything, getting snaps in with Tua, so just getting comfortable with it.
I hear it feels better here than it does in Texas right now.
That's what I heard. A hot summer, huh? I don't know about this though.
I feel like when people think about playing center, obviously mind goes to getting used to snapping the ball, but what else goes into it that people may not think about when transitioning?
I'd say it's a complete different game. I think it's you're having to help both sides of the line. You're not just stuck on one line anymore, and so it's a more fuller game, and at the same time you have to conceptualize the defense and everything to be able to make the right calls. And so just playing that new head game and everything, and then like you said with the snaps, but once you get the snaps down, it's a second hand motion,
And with snapping, are you happy with how you've done? Are you where you want to be?
Yeah,
Placement
it's definitely progressed, and it becomes second hand where you're not even thinking about it, and you're just throwing back there and it hits the money. So
how many snaps are you doing per day out of the, say, shotgun?
I don't count them, but a good handful, and then definitely some after practice. So just getting that repetition down.
So the first time the Dolphins told you, hey, we want to give you a good look at center was when?
They signed me. I was happy to be here, and they said I picked you to play O-line, and so came here, and then they called me a couple weeks later and said, hey, where do you think we're going to give you a good tryout for center? And so wherever they need me, I always said from day one I'd go, and so I'm happy with where I'm at now.
Connor, on the snaps that haven't been exactly where you want them, has it been more too high or too low?
It's just in the heat of the moment, having to adjust to defensive calls and everything. They just get off a little bit, it's just having to readjust it. So just that fine tuning.
On the last couple of practices, we finally got some one-on-one pass rush O-line drills. How much do you guys love getting after in those drills?
That's that fine tunes a craft, and definitely in an environment like that where it's just completely one-on-one and no sideboards and everything. It comes down to technique, and that's where you can become a technician with the person you're going against, and it's good look for both sides.
Does anybody sit down against you on the defensive line in those drills?
Raekwon's pretty big, so he's a good hand to handle, and so he's done a great job, and we've been battling it out.
Connor, that really starts tomorrow, right? All these pads on.
The pads?
It's all cool and everything.
Yeah, the D-line can grab and hold on the jerseys, but once pads come on, it's a different game. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow.
And then obviously fine-tuning the snap at the center, it's also different with pads and everything, right? It's going to be kind of a...
Most definitely, it's a little bit of difference, but at the same time, it's the same game, it's the same sport.
Not to probe into you.
Or in high school, have you played center?
I've been in QC since I've gotten in the league, just as backups and whatnot, and just in case of emergency. So just doing that. But at the end of the day, it's snapping's not too bad. It's secondhand nature once you get to it.
What is going to be new to you now? Like making the calls when you walk up, that is a new responsibility you inherit by playing center, correct? Can you talk about the responsibility of that now? Now you have you're in charge of making the calls.
Right.
For your
Yeah, that's definitely been a transition, and I've enjoyed it. Playing 4 years in the league and seeing all these different defenses, you kind of accumulate the knowledge of it, and so that's probably a big thing about it. But I've really enjoyed that process of seeing the defense and seeing the plays come together.
So you feel like that'll help you transition to making the calls yourself?
Most definitely.
Not to probe into your deepest thoughts, but I did want to ask you one thing. Has there ever been a day going back to May, June, or the first 5 days of camp where you've walked off the field saying, gee, I wish I was a left guard, or has that never happened? Has it been fun, enjoyable every day?
Once you come out here and you give it your best every day, and no matter where you are, we're all competitors and we're all athletes, and so whatever our craft is we're working on, that's the goal, and that's the and so there's no time to sit there and look back or look at other spots or whatnot. It's about being present in the moment.
It's still been fun for you, this adjustment.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah,
Connor,
love
we
it.
were talking to Raekwon about weight.
Couple more guys.
I'm curious how you've gone about that process, knowing you lose a lot of weight out here, and how you get to your ideal weight. What's your prep?
I've stayed about the same weight. It's mostly about just rehydrating, about getting those waters in after maybe an IV or whatnot. But just you got to keep the hydration up, keep the salt in. So when you come out here, you lose 8 pounds. So just keeping it up.
Some guys say they may come in heavier, lighter being, they have to come, get to a certain point.
Yeah.
Do you do any strategy going in, like, hey, I know I'm gonna lose a certain amount of weight, so
Yeah, just like the salt helps you retain a lot of water, and so you'll be up like 3-4 pounds in the morning just from retaining all that water that you lose by the end of the day.
You seem like a thoughtful guy. What do you think they saw in you to move you to something? What your skill set that says, okay, he's there?
I think I think inside it's more about like I said, being able to help both sides. Mobility, flexibility, and so just being able to get to the blocks and then at the same time get to the second levels and to be able to move quickly on the second level. And so I think it's been a good transition.